My dear P6 learners, welcome back to yet another lesson. My name is Mr. Mugisha Emmanuel. In our previous lesson, I taught you how to share quantities in percentages. And I gave you an activity of 3 numbers, which I hope you sat down and did very well. But before I take you through today's lesson, I want to go through the last number, which was number 3. So number 3 was, in a team, there are 40% more players of football than players of netball. Then the first question was, what percentage plays netball? So in this case, I expect you to have drawn a solution table, because we have this word more, which demands us to use equations. So our solution table is here. So we have those who play football, we have those who play netball, and we have the total. Remember, we are looking for the percentage, so the total percentage is 100%, and the percentage which plays football is 40% more than the percentage which plays netball. So it means the percentage of netball is not known, so we can say let it be x. And that one of football is going to be x plus 40%. So we go ahead and get the value of x plus 40% plus x is equal to 100%. This one is going to give you x plus 40%, which will give you 100%. X plus x, we are getting 2x, then plus 40%, which will give you 100%. Go ahead and eliminate the 40%. 2x plus 40% minus 40% is equal to 100%, then minus 40%. Then this one is 2x, which is equal to, we are getting a 60%. So in this case, to get the value of x, we shall divide each side by 2 by 2. 2 by 2, we are getting 1. 60 divided by 2, we are getting 30. Therefore, x is equal to 30%. But the question says, what percentage plays netball? So netball is represented by x, which I have got there. Part B says, how many play football if the group has 120 players? So when we go to football, the percentage is supposed to be x plus 40%, of which x is 30%. We add on 40%, which is 70%. So the percentage which plays football is 70%, but I want number of players. So it is 70 out of 100 times the number of players in the group, 120. This one with this one with this, 7 times 12. Here vertical multiplication is required, times 7. So 7 times 2, we get a 14, carry 1. 7 times 1, get 7, then plus 1, we get 8. So it means there were 84 players. Basically, that's what I expect you to have got. For number 1 and number 2, those ones were obvious and direct, and I hope you passed them. So in our lesson today, my dear learners, we are going to look at word problem. Word problem. Now, when we say word problem, what does it mean? Does it mean that it's a problem? The answer is no. It's not a problem. But we are calling it word problem because we are going to use very many words, and in those very many words you are supposed to read and interpret. So in actual sense, it is not a problem because we are going to get the solution. So in this word problem, what are we going to look at? We are going to look at where I have given you the equivalence of a percentage, or what is equivalent to a percentage. And I want you to find the original number. The original number. For example, I may tell you that 10% of a number, 10% of a number is 40. Then I say find the number. You see, 10% of a number is 40. So find the number. What does this one mean? That when you get 10% times a certain number which I don't know, you will get 40. So what do we do in this case? We are going to say, let the number be any letter. So you can say, let it be y. Then you come and say 10%. 10% of that number, which is y, means equals 40. Go ahead and remove of. Mathematically, of means multiplication. So 10% in fraction means 10 out of 100 times, to replace of, y, and this one will give us 40. So multiply 10 times y. What do we get? We get 10y, but out of 100. And this one is going to give you 40. This fraction can be reduced. If you want, you can reduce. If you don't want, you can go ahead and work out using the fraction the way it has been given to you. So 10y out of 100 is equal to 40. This equation pushes us to P4 equations, whereby they used to tell you that a box divided by 4 is equal to 8. And what were you doing in P4? You were saying a box is equal to 8 times 4. When they give you a division, you multiply. Do you still remember that? Yes. So it means a box is equal to 32. When you go to P5, then it becomes advanced. We say, instead of a box, I can say y out of 4 is equal to 8. So what do we do in this case? You eliminate 4 by multiplying it on both sides. You say times 4. You also say times 4. Then this one goes. You remain with y, which is equal to 32. So we are going to apply the same here. Begin by eliminating the denominator. So in this case, the denominator is 100. So to get rid of this denominator, you have to multiply each side by 100, which is the denominator. So we shall have 100 times 10y out of 100 is equal to 40 times 100. Then we cancel this side of the equal signs. This 100 will go with that. So we shall have 1, then 1 here. 1 times 10, we get 10y, which is equal to 40 times 100, we are going to get 4,000. So if I have 10y is equal to 4,000 and we want to get the value of y, what do? You divide each side by 10. So we shall have 10y is equal to 4,000 divided by 10, even here by 10. This 0 will go with that one. Even this one will go with this. So you will find that your y is this time equal to 400. Therefore, 10% of 400 will give us 40 as our answer. Can we look at another example? Let's look at another example. Number 2. 25% of my salary is 500,000. Okay, 50,000. Find my salary. 25% of my salary is 50,000 shillings. Find my salary. So if we were to use this method, we shall say, let my salary be maybe C. So we shall have 25%, which means 25 out of 100 of my salary C will give me how much money? 50,000 shillings. Remove of. Of means multiplication. So we shall have 25 out of 100 times C equals 50,000. And therefore, we are going to have 25 times this, which will give you 25C out of 100. And this one is going to give you 50,000. And I told you when you reach this stage, you eliminate the denominator. How? By multiplying it on both sides. So we shall multiply this side by 100, even this side by 100. We cancel this one, even with that one. So 1 times 25, we shall get 25C, which is going to give us 50000. That is the original 50,000. Then times 100, we add on 2 more zeros. Then it becomes 5 million. So to get the value of C, it means we are going to divide each side by 25. We are going to divide each side by 25. Therefore, we shall have 25C, which is equal to 5 million, but which should be divided by 25 here. Even the other side, we divide by 25. So by 25 once, by 25 once. Divide by 25 once. 25 goes into 50. How many times? In 50, you will find that it is 2. Then in 0, it is going to be 0, in 0, 0, in 0, 0, in this 0, 0, in this one, 0. Therefore, C is equal to, how many zeros are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, it becomes 200,000. And this one means that 25% of this money will give me 50,000 shillings. If you want to prove, get 25 out of 100 times this, you will get that one. I have given you now one method, but we normally tell you that a mathematics class that uses one method is a dead class. So my friend there is asking, teacher, is there any other method? And the answer is yes. So I'm going to show you another method so that when I give you numbers to work out, you are not limited to one method. So we can have example number 3, whereby we can say 60% of a number is (240). Find the number. Find the number. Okay? Yes. So you can use this method and get the answer, but I'm giving you another method. And the method which I'm giving you here is, you get the number given, then you divide it by the fraction. I have said get the number given, then you divide it by the fraction. So the number given is 240. Divide it by the fraction. It is 60%. And 60% means 60 out of 100. After that, get 240. From your previous classes, they have been telling you that if you have a half divided by a third, it is going to give you a half. Then division changes into multiplication, and this one becomes a reciprocal. This one up, then this one down. So we multiply by the reciprocal, which is 3 out of 1. The same shall be applied here. Division will change into multiplication, then this one becomes the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 60 out of 100 is 100 out of 60. Begin cancelling. This is 0 with that one. You can even cancel that. It has no problem. Divide by 6, 1. Divide by 6, we are getting 40. Therefore, we shall have 40 times 10. And this one is going to give you 400. Likewise, if you use equation method, you are going to get the same. You are going to get the same answer. I think out there you can now try some numbers. I'm going to give you some few numbers which I want you to sit down and try out. And you are going to enjoy this work. Thank you so much for being good learners. I'm going to again give you an activity, just like the way you did in the previous work. Sit down. Make sure the TV set is off so that you can concentrate on this work. Thank you so much. Have a nice time.